Hello, everybody. Happy hump day. I am Marni Blythe. I am the owner of Full Pocket Coaching. I am a business and profitability coach and a fractional chief marketing officer. And I am so excited to be here with you guys today, as we are every single Wednesday at 12 o'clock. As you are starting to come in, go ahead and say hello, introduce yourself, and let us know where you're calling in from. Would love to know how you are and how your day is going. So just go ahead and comment for us as you come in. Hi, everybody. It's so wonderful. Good morning from Southern California. Hi, Tammy. So glad you're here with us. Love welcoming everybody. Love our community. Love the opportunity to share best practices with you guys as we are here in the trenches working with our incredible clients within health and wellness. We have medical, we have all kinds of incredible people that we're working with. So I love being able to share with you guys the best practices of things that we're actually doing every single week and watching people make more money in less time, doing what they're most passionate about while helping the most amount of people. So I see people are starting to come onto the broadcast. So if you're here, go ahead and say hello. Would love to welcome you in the comments. If you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and hit hashtag replay, and we'll go ahead and we'll jump in and we will get started. So really excited. This month we've been talking all about setting goals, the importance of setting goals, why that's so important, how you achieve this for your business. And, you know, guys, I actually think a lot about when I owned my 8,000 square foot holistic health and fitness center right here in Holly Springs, North Carolina. It was called Dragonfly Health and Fitness, and then it became called Dragonfly CrossFit and Training Center. And when I owned that business, we literally had 10 different lines of revenue. So many different things that we were tracking and working on, you know, to be able to really squash our goals, right? Be able to just hit it out of the park. And if I had had this system at that time, oh my gosh, the things that I probably could have accomplished. I mean, we ended up being very successful. We sold the business. And then we started Full Pocket Coaching about 4 years ago. But my goodness, if I had known all of these things that I'm about to share with you right now, I really would have knocked it completely out of the park. And the great news is for our clients, we are knocking it out of the park with these strategies. So what I want to talk to you guys about today, we're going to start off by talking about something that we call the Vision Traction Organizer. And this is a tool that we use with all of our clients to keep you on track. And it's something that you should be using every single week in your business. So when what we're actually specifically talking about today is that you've set the goals, which we've been talking about all month, and now how you create an actionable plan to move that forward. So what I wanted to talk to you about first is that if you haven't looked into setting what your 10-year goal is, you need to make sure that you do that, okay? So we have a 10-year goal, then we pull that back to our 3-year goal, then we pull that back to our 1-year goal, and then we go ahead and we put our 90-day rocks, or diamonds, as one of my clients likes to call them, in place. And then we set what the actual priorities are in order to get us from where we are now to where we want to be, okay? So that should be the first thing. So what I wanted to do was jump in and share my screen and share an example with you guys today of how you can actually do this, okay? So for example, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully this will work. Tammy, just let me know when you can see my screen. Yeah, it looks like we can see my screen. So I'm going to jump into this example. And so with this example, this is for a pretend chiropractic client. We do have a wonderful chiropractic integrative center that we work with right here in the Raleigh area. So I modeled this example off of some of the work we're doing with him, but these are not his numbers. So basically, one of the things that we're looking at is, so let's say that we've set a goal to get to $192,000 by the end of 2020 just in chiropractic visits, okay? So whatever your goal is in your business for your service, for your product, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna set that 6-month goal, okay? So in this example, we have $192,000. So what would we need to do per month to reach this goal? So we have right here our formula. So 32,000 per month. Okay. So then we need to figure out what is the average patient making us per visit. So again, this is just another calculation. We took the $61 here. So then we took the calculation of how many visits would we need to have per month in order to reach this goal. So it's approximately 525. So then this is where the actionable piece of this comes in. You have to measure every single week in your business. What gets measured gets done. This is very, very, very important for you guys to understand. If you're not measuring it, it's not getting done. So one of the tools that we use is Google Sheets. And so everybody who's on the team has access to this. And as you can see, this was what they did July 1st in chiropractic visits. This is what they would have done the week of July 8th, the week of July 15th. And we're going to fill in all those numbers. And then now we know how far are we from our goal. Okay, so to date, we've done 250 visits. Here's the goal of 525. The difference between the two, we still have 275 visits to make up. So now we know, based upon that goal, we need to go ahead and split that out between now and the end of the month to make sure we're achieving that goal, okay? So then you might look at putting some other to-dos in place based upon hitting that particular goal. So do we need to make more reactivation calls to our patients? How many new patients do we need to get through the door? How does that affect our marketing efforts? So everything always rolls up to, what are you trying to achieve? And then what we do is we put all the rest of the measurables right in here. So if there's other services or other lines of business, you're going to put them down below in your measurables document, right? We have a document here. And so this is where if we sold, pillows, or we sold essential oils, or we sold supplements, or whatever that might look like based upon your business. And then you're going to set that goal that will roll up to the end of the year so that we figure out where we need to be by the end of the year. And then that is going to roll up to your 1 year, 3 year, 10 years. And then that way we are on track to hit these specific goals. So now that you understand that, the other tool I want to share with you is that you're going to want to actually put these to-dos in Asana or some other project management system. So I wanted to actually go ahead and I'll give you guys a quick look at what we do in Asana now as another tool for how you're going to make this work. So in Asana, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open that up real quick. So we have a lot of our different clients. They're all in here, for example. So let's get that off the screen. So I'm just going to give you guys a really quick look, because what we do is we put all the tasks into our project management system here. This is Asana. And then we assign who is responsible and when they're responsible for it. So what does this do? It creates accountability. It creates movement. So that way everybody's on the same page and it's not just everybody's taking notes and we'll see what happens, okay? So we have Google Sheets, we have Asana, and then the next piece of this, and this is very, very, very important. You must have a level, what we call a level 10 meeting every single week, okay? And in this level 10 meeting, this is what we do with our clients. You are going to have this meeting happen at the same time, at the same place. The meeting starts on time and it finishes on time, and it has the same agenda every single week. If you are interested in understanding what that agenda looks like, reach out to me. I'll be happy to share a copy of it with you. It's a really productive way. No more like non-productive meetings here. We're actually making things happen. But during that level 10 meeting, one of the things that you are going to go over is your numbers, is the to-do list, is the measurables, so that we make sure that what you said you want to accomplish is actually getting completed, okay? So that way, then we know who is responsible, what do we need to do to make sure, you know, that these goals are actually coming to fruition. I can't tell you how many times it happens with my clients that they've talked about that they've been trying to implement things for years, but for whatever reason, things don't get accomplished. Well, when we put a very specific structure in place, like the one we're speaking about here today, things get done. And everybody, I'm going to say it again, what gets measured gets done. If you take nothing else today from this meeting, our little Facebook Live here, I want you to make sure that you understand the importance of measurement and having an accessible online place that everybody can access the information. Numbers create accountability. Numbers create clarity. Numbers create healthy competition. So hopefully that is good for you and that's making sense to you. If you're watching this on the replay or you're watching it right now, I'd love to hear from you. What are you doing right now in your business to create accountability? What are you measuring in your business? What are your goals look like for next year? So hopefully, again, that made sense to you guys. Hopefully this is valuable to you. That is always our goal here at Full Pocket Coaching. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in as you do every single week. And if you find this information valuable, I'd love to invite you to invite somebody else to come into our group. We have Full Pocket Entrepreneurs, which is our group where we help people just like you make huge six-figure leaps in your business. And if you are actually needing some additional help, I'd love to introduce you to our new Power Profit Package. And this Power Profit Package is an incredible tool where we're going to help you with a 10-year financial plan. We're going to break that down for you into very palatable pieces. We're going to help you to figure out what you have to do in the next 90 days to create massive movement and massive money and helping and serving lots of other people in your business right now. And there are several other things that come along with that package. Feel free to check it out at fullpocketcoaching.com/power/profit/package. We've got it right there on the screen. So again, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. It's always my pleasure to be here with you. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day and thank you. Sending from my heart to yours, health, wealth, family, friends, and a lifetime of love. Thank you so much.